Imagine a time when people lived happily under the rule of a wise and prosperous king. They led lives filled with abundance and wealth, free from misfortunes. One day, the king decided to embark on a journey to historical sites and pilgrim centers, choosing to travel by foot to connect with his people. The people in distant places were overjoyed to have the opportunity to converse with their beloved king. They felt a deep sense of pride, knowing that their ruler had a heart full of kindness and empathy. After several weeks of traveling, the king returned to his palace. He was delighted to have visited numerous pilgrim centers and witnessed the prosperous lives of his people. However, he had one regret from his journey. The king experienced excruciating pain in his feet. As it was his first time covering such a long distance by foot, he complained to his ministers that the roads were uncomfortable and filled with rough stones. The pain was unbearable. The king's worry grew for his subjects, who also had to walk along these painful roads. Driven by his concern, the king made a decision that shocked his ministers. He ordered his servants to cover all the roads in the entire kingdom with leather, ensuring the comfort of his people as they walked. The ministers were taken aback, realizing the enormous implications of the king's order. It would mean the slaughter of thousands of cows to obtain the necessary amount of leather. The cost would be astronomical. However, a wise minister stepped forward and offered an alternative solution. He suggested to the king, instead of covering the roads with leather, why not have a piece of leather cut in an appropriate shape to cover your feet? The king was astonished by this suggestion and applauded the minister for his wisdom. He immediately ordered a pair of leather shoes for himself and encouraged all his subjects to do the same. The moral of this tale is that rather than trying to change the entire world, we should focus on changing ourselves. The king realized that making a small alteration in his own life could bring about significant comfort and set an example for his people to follow.